Mandates only apply to us. They do not apply to government officials. But you are not told this. When you turn on your TV, they put the masks on for the photo op, just so you can see them wearing it. So you think they have to. Look at the law. Every federal building, masks are not required. Every federal job, masks are not required. Every government person, their friends, their family can travel anywhere in the world right now. They will not suffer any travel restrictions because they have deemed themselves essential. And under their self-entitled essential title, they can travel to anywhere in the world. Well, you would be subject to quarantine. You would be subject to forced testing. You are subject to contact tracing. You are subject to mandatory masks. Well, they are subject to none of it. They do not practice it. They get to enjoy their freedoms while taking yours and telling you it's for your safety. If it was for your safety, why are they not doing it themselves? It's that simple. If something is so important that it needs to be forced upon us with the threat of fines and punishment, then why are they exempting themselves, their friends, their family? Why are they considered essential and getting paychecks while everybody else is forced to get on CERB? Why? Because it's not about your health, it's not about your safety, it's about control. And the next proof of that will be if public health doesn't want to make that statement to let everybody know that masks aren't really mandatory. Everybody has the right to an exemption. Businesses won't get fined, people won't get fined. It's about time people stand up and understand that freedom is essential. Once again, people fought and died for the freedoms we enjoy. When we travel the world and people ask you where you're from and you say Canada, they smile and they like Canada because Canada is known as one of the most free countries in the world. It was, at least. And we're going to get it back. And why? Because we have right on our side. They're trying to silence me. They banned me off Facebook. Farsbook, exactly. They banned my wife. They banned people who post videos of me. They're banning people that just know me. Why? Because they're scared. Why? Because I tell the truth. And what are they doing? They're lying to you constantly about everything. How many people do we have in the hospital right now? Does anybody know for COVID? 493 hospitals in Ontario. We have less than 120 COVID patients. Yeah, give me that. But we need to be on lockdown. We need to be on lockdown. We need to act like everybody around us at all times is infected with a deadly disease. We need to act like if we don't wear a mask, we're going to die or we're going to get fined or punished. Meanwhile, the government's going on vacation. The government's collecting their paycheck. The government is visiting their families. The government is eating at their favorite restaurant. And they're doing it all while telling you you're not allowed to do any of it. And if you listen to the radio, they're already talking about how safe and secure the new contact tracing initiative is going to make you. They're already trying to make you give your details when you go to restaurants. Soon it's going to be, if you want to go to that party, they're going to have to take your ID, they're going to put you in a thing. And then guess what? If they have 100 new cases that day, which is typical, they're going to go to every single place those 100 people went to in the last couple days. And then there's going to be tens or hundreds of thousands of Canadians getting contacted and being told, now you have to be force tested or quarantined at your home for 2 weeks. Sorry, you can't go to work. Sorry if you had a vacation. Sorry if you had a medical procedure. Because you were at that restaurant on Thursday night and somebody went there and then tested positive for COVID 10 days later, you now have to be, your privacy is restricted, your mobility restricted, and we can force you to be tested, we can force you to be quarantined. Unless, of course, you belong to the government. Then none of this applies to you. You can go wherever you want, do whatever you want, travel wherever you want, see whoever you want, eat wherever you want, and it's perfectly okay. You're perfectly safe. But the rest of us, you guys, we got to stop living in order to live. We got to comply with the new normal in order to prevent the new normal. That's the stupidest thing I ever heard any of the sheeple say. How is this ever going to end if you don't comply with what they say? If you comply with what they say,